device in hand. Static buzz, truth I'll never withstand. Clock ticks louder, shadows on the wall. Can't escape, voices here to enthrall. It's time for three guys, one pod. Slum master, us factor, anchored by fleshy pea. Voices rise sharp like the breaking facade. Time to lose myself, let them carry me. Sunday's weight pressed against my skin. Drone in thoughts deep tangled within. Fingers trace screen as I brace for the ride. Three guys, one pod, my lonely guide. It's time for three guys, one pod. Slime master, us factor, anchored by fleshy pea. Voices rise sharp like the breaking facade. Time to lose myself, let them carry me. Electric pulse through veins sound so stark. They fill the void in this endless dark. Words collide, chaos calm, flood the stream. They hold the microphone, I chase the dream. It's time for three guys, one pod. Slum master, us factor, anchored by fleshy pea. Voices rise sharp like the breaking facade. Time to lose myself, let them carry me.
That might be
Howdy.
the best sounding one yet.
That wasn't bad.
They got a new model.
Ooh, way to go. Welcome to Three Guys, One Putt. Hi, I'm Corey, your host. And my co-host, Russ Factor, looks like he's drinking a little nourishment. Russ Factor, what say you?
Speaking of nourishment, let me have a drink of that nourishment here for you real quick. Hold on. We'll get to introducing Fleshy P here in a second.
Lost Factor needs his nourishment.
It was only a matter of time for the Russ Factor had to walk up song. Fleshy P, how are you and Duzzy? How's it going up there in Canada? I want to hear all about it.
Oh, things are going good. Going good. Can't complain.
Fleshy P sent a meme with a guy in rather short shorts and said it's almost gardening season up there, up north. And that made me giggle a little bit. Welcome to another week of who knows what the fuck we're going to talk about today. So welcome. The good news is my computer turned on and I X'd out of a program and then X'd back in, and then I could hear everybody else. So
There we go.
Here we are. Good to be with you. Also, in other good news, I did hear back from my host.
Oh, we got any news on that internet connection?
Yeah, he says it's shitty and there's no ETA on when it's going to be fixed.
Nice.
What you like to hear?
At least I got a response back,
You know,
I guess.
yeah, that's seems like a zero priority for them for some reason.
I don't know why they did it when they were remodeling the casino. And it's been just shitty ever since. Yeah. But there's one pal. Hold on, let me look this guy's name up. One guy is extremely happy that I have not gone live in a while.
Ooh.
Let me look.
Ooh.
Something along the lines of, don't come back. YouTube hates you. The streaming community is better off without you.
Huh.
Okay. Positive vibes.
I feel like we know who this is.
I bet that guy is a lot of fun at parties. I can't find it right now. Hold on. I responded to it. Said, thanks, pal. Keep watching. Greatly appreciate it. I'll hopefully be back soon as soon as I find a place. I can't find it right now, but it's on there. It's on one of my last videos.
You just commented on one of your videos.
Yeah, out of the blue. Might have been this last podcast. Let me look.
The streaming community.
Weren't we talking about?
Yeah, we were talking about this.
He deleted one and then redid.
He must have.
It's interesting.
He must have misspelled something.
He probably said losers.
Losers.
That's the normal.
LOLSER.
That's normally the situation. And then another guy called me Slot Daddy. Ooh. Not Slot Daddy. Why does Slot Daddy never go live? I don't know. Oh, okay, here it is. Mather 208. It was from last week's podcast, episode 25. Pope Bets and Piper's Dark Netflix Secrets. Episode 25 of Three Guys, One Pod. One person said, why has the YouTube stream been trash after months of flawless streams? I said, great question. I posed that and have not gotten back I'm not going back until it's fixed. Mather, WMATTHERR 208 stated, good. All of us on YouTube would prefer you stay away from streaming on it. Don't come back. It said, huge thanks to the fans who watch, haters, and that one guy who said I should never stream again.
There you go. There you go.
Matt Her. How many subs he got? How many subs has Matt Her got?
Two whole subs.
Okay, when did he create said YouTube channel?
Let's see. 10 years ago.
Oh, so this guy's been perusing YouTube for 10 years.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
I want to see your bald,
congratulations on the 2 subs.
Under that hat on the camera next. What?
What'd it say?
I want to see your bald, shiny knob under that hat on camera next.
Oh, was that a comment he left on
activity
on the channel?
It was a different video.
Bald, shiny knob.
3 months ago.
God, so he's still watching.
Yeah. Thanks for the engagement, bud.
That there is dedication. I knew he was dedicated because he deleted a comment and then re-commented back. So it said something about the community or something, and this one doesn't say that.
Oh, he's hooked. He's hooked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking you should send him a pair of your underwear.
I should, with a nice bacon strip.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
You might get a Gucci bag.
I might. In other news, booked a Vegas trip.
Oh, yeah? When you going?
Probably should tell Kelly first.
Oh!
Well, she doesn't watch this show, so she'll find out at some point. June 6th.
Nice.
5th, June 5th.
Nice.
Saturday, leaving Monday. Maddie McRavens is going to be there, and just got word that potentially Papa John Slots will be there as well.
Very nice, very nice.
I was going to go for my birthday this weekend, and then I was just like, nah, I want to hang with my crew.
There you go. There you go.
Here. And it's Mother's Day on Sunday. I don't think that would be. I mean, she's probably got like a long list of shit while she's eats bonbons in bed watching the Kardashian reruns. Do people still eat bonbons, Fleshy?
I don't know if I want to comment on that. You
I know-
said she doesn't watch this show, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she
I
does.
believe the older ladies still like bonbons. I know Duzzy doesn't mind one or two.
I knew a pot shot was coming in there. I know people in the late 90s like to shake them from Ricky Martin's encouragement. Encouragement.
Oh, yes.
But I think the
He must have
shaking
had
of
a
the
deal
Bon
worked
Bon.
out with the Bon Bon Company for that song.
He must have. Big Bon Bon was paying Ricky Martin big cash for him to talk about shaking him.
I
Well-
think bonbon was code for penis.
It is
Yeah.
Ricky Martin, so
It is Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
Shake. Yeah. Ricky Martin, I think code word Bon Bon was not the candy you eat. In other news, Russ Factor, I doubt they have any of this going on in Canada. So I'm going to pose this question to Russ Factor.
Okay.
Russ Factor, do you have people do you have folks that drive up and down certain streets in Phoenix on motorbikes?
Yes.
And all these super souped up cars that are loud AF.
Yeah,
and
we
just
actually
drive.
right down our street here. They do that too. So we have that constantly.
There's a problem. I don't want to be that old man that get off my yard, slow down guy, but I'm almost there.
I feel like the couple of them, they just when it's going, like they drive around the block like 6 different times over the period of like 10 minutes.
Russ is familiar with a street called Douglas. It's a main drag here in Wichita, and there's fantastic restaurants that you can sit outside. And it's been outside of today. It rained all day. It rained almost an inch today, and it's almost unbearable to sit outside while in the evening of a nice night because these cars go up and down and up and down. It's like like that South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Douglas. That's a modern day picture of Douglas.
Yeah. I just took that last time I was in town.
So I was really complaining to, or have been, my cousin Joe, who lives in Kansas City. He was axing if we had that problem, and he said he thinks it's worse in Kansas City. And I said it probably is because he was describing it as dirt bikes and ATVs.
Yep. We have that here. Yeah.
So read this article that just hit. I put it in Discord. Hooligans. That's what they're calling these folks now. Hooligans on dirt bikes, ATVs, and souped up cars overrun downtown Kansas City NABE. What's NABE? Anybody know what NABE means? Dizzy has to know what that word means.
Is it like
I don't even think she would know that one.
Gen Z slang for neighborhood? I don't know.
All I know is hooligan is very old fashioned.
It is. So I'm
Those
assuming
damned hooligans.
those hooligans better get off of my yard.
A neighborhood.
Oh, when I searched NABE, it
Nabe.
said a Japanese hot dish.
A Japanese hot dish. Mine said neighborhood.
NABE. Was that Dizzy that said that?
Nabe.
No.
Doesn't that sound like Dizzy?
Nabe.
How crazy.
Nabe.
Needs to be a
say
little
annoying.
more higher pitched, like a like a crow.
She must not be sitting right by you, Fleshy P.
No,
You'd
she's
be-
not.
You'd be getting a couple of
Be right there.
yes, dear. Okay, I'm coming to dinner. A Midwestern city's nightlife-centric Crossroads neighborhood has been seemingly commandeered by road racers using souped-up cars, dirt bikes, and ATVs over the entire intersections for out-of-control stunts at night. I've seen some of these on TikTok where these guys drive all around. I feel, though, this city is about as unsafe as it's ever been since my family's been at 207 Southwest Boulevard.
Just go ahead and dox yourself.
Nothing like doxing yourself, thinking these assholes are going to do something to you and giving out your exact address. And the NY Post for publishing it. David Lopez is his name. He's 45. He's a general manager at Mexican. Oh, that must be
it's the address of the
Mexican
restaurant.
place.
Way to get some free promo in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Manny, my apologies. Or David, I apologize. That was a good plug right there. This isn't a race issue. This isn't a political issue. This is a safety issue.
Okay.
Okay. So if you scroll down a little bit, you see this fella popping a wheelie, both of them.
And there's an
both
ATV behind him there.
Yeah.
In front of him, sorry.
The KCPD is increasing patrol in the crossroads and cracking down. They're just going to move. I mean, okay. The 27-year-old ATV driver, Kendall Coleman, was arrested and charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action and aggravated fleeing a stop.
Oh, so he tried to run, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Wow. Yeah, it's a little crazy. I don't see the point, but yeah, I mean, we have some similar situations here. I don't know. I hear it a lot just in the neighborhood, but I don't really know what's going on our streets. But it is Phoenix, so I'm sure we've got some identical stuff around town.
We get shit like that even up here. You know, we're not in a city. We're in a small town, but we still have our local hooligans.
Local hooligans. That's crazy, man. I was talking about the Kardashians and Kelsbell's watching them. Did I read that right? The two Kardashian stories that kind of crossed my timeline. One was that Tom Brady is he rumored to be dating Kim Kardashian?
Tom Brady, huh?
Yeah. Football player?
Let's see.
Any truth to that rumor?
Also,
speaking
speculating.
They're speculating. Also, in other Kardashian news, I saw. Is there any truth to the rumor that Travis Barker and whichever Kardashian he was married to are splitting up?
I think I might have heard that. Even though they did go on a date night a month ago, but things change day to day. As a month ago.
Day to day.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not seeing much news over here on this, though. I was looking. I don't know where you're. Yeah, you got your finger on the pulse there. You got some weird rabbit holes.
I probably just saw something, on TikTok. I am. Anybody else? I was hoping Dizzy would be here tonight because I figure she is as deep into the Karen Reed trial. Are you involved in any of that, Russ Factor? You don't have any idea what that is, do you?
No, I don't.
Karen Reed is a lady in Massachusetts who got. The story is that she was at a party, dropped her boyfriend off at the party, and was accused of backing over him and killing him. Ooh. First trial ended up in a hung jury, and they did it, I don't know, with or without prejudice or whatever it means, but they were able to retry her again. So now we're in trial 2. And there's all sorts of situations that are coming out of this. The resting bitch face that Karen has,
she's got a look
and
about
her name, don't do her any justice because it's broadcast live on the intrawebs, and she sits like that pretty much the entire time. There's all sorts of stuff. The backstory is her boyfriend was a Boston cop or a Boston sheriff. And there's all sorts of speculation that she dropped him off at a cop's house. She didn't go inside, but ran him over. And they're saying that he was involved in some sort of stuff. Her defense is he was involved in some sort of stuff, and his cop buddies found out and took him out and then framed her for it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing would surprise me these days.
One of the cops or detectives that was on there was fired for just super duper shady misconduct.
So maybe
so the defense-
part of the
Oh,
story
sorry.
is true, but she was also in on it. Maybe.
The thing about it is he has all of these. There's so many weird coincidences, so many weird things that I don't believe in coincidences, but that just add up to her not doing it and somebody else doing it. The guy that she dropped her off at had like 100-pound German Shepherd, and on the guy's arms were dog bites that appeared to be in dog scratches. And if she got ran over, she ran him over. And the timeline doesn't work. There's all sorts of stuff. This defense is really focused on alleged misconduct by a lead investigator by the name of Proctor. Proctor! You remember that from Police Academy? Yeah. Proctor!
So you're leaning on the end that she didn't do it?
I don't think she did it.
Okay.
I don't think she's a great person, but I don't think she did it.
But he was for sure ran over by her car.
No. That's the whole crux of the argument. There was like pieces of a reflector from her car that were there, but if the way that he was hit, it didn't really add up.
What do you think's going on in this picture?
She's going, he had a little dick.
This little? And he's like, that's about how big mine is.
That's about how big mine is. I can't sympathize with you, Karen. Don't know what that is. It says Proctor, who was later dismissed for inappropriate behavior during the investigation. They argue that Proctor had close ties to individuals who were at the party. So his boys were at the party where this gentleman by the last name O'Keefe was last seen alive. They say he compromised the investigation, and the defense said to support their claim that Karen Reed is being framed to protect these police officers.
Interesting.
It's just got it all, to be honest with you. It's like the new... it's not Amber Heard because it's not stupid like that, but it's like, it's just got it all. It's got bad cops. It's kind of O.J. Simpson-ish is why I've kind of got in it. All sorts of bad cops, and it's just from the top. And this dude got and EMTs. They were all covering up, doing weird stuff like this. Proctor! It was snowing, and he took a snowblower out there to, like, clear the scene or some weird thing to... Then they gathered all of this snow with the guy's blood on it and put it in red Solo cups.
What?
Just really, really interesting.
That's really messed up.
They said that the trial has been highlighted concerns over the methods used to collect evidence. One of the lieutenants, I think it was last week or so, testified that due to lack of proper equipment, officers used red Solo cups to collect the blood samples and a leaf blower, as I said, to clear the snow. So the defense is all over that, improvised techniques.
Wow.
So they're saying that compromised the integrity of the evidence. So what they did is they collected these Solo cups and then put them in like a grocery bag. And they blamed because it was snowing.
So by the time they got that anywhere, it was just blood and water and a wet bag?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So today I was watching, and boy, was this chick a Looney Tune that was on the stand. See if you can Google. It's a digital forensic expert named Jessica Hyde. That's Hyde.
I think we might have something here.
She found that on her phone there was, quote, HOS, so I'm guessing it's how. How
It's
long
Jessica
to
Hyde.
die in the cold. Hyde's analysis. Okay, yeah, pull her up there. Get full screen. What do you think's going on underneath that little? I lack of a better term. I just call it a bandage wrapped around her head. I don't know what those are called because it's not.
bonnet?
It's not.
From the looks of her, I'm going to say not a lot's going on under that.
So just listen to her talk for like 15 seconds
There we
and
go.
get an idea of what they were.
JESSICA space HYDE.
What do you do for a living?
Space.
I'm a digital forensics examiner. I'm also an associate. I'm also an adjunct professor at George Mason University, where I teach mobile device forensics in their graduate program. I also own
What is?
a
She's
digital
doing that Hillary Clinton stuff.
that does training, services, and research.
In addition to teaching at Georgetown University, do you teach in other ways?
Correction, I teach at George Mason University,
I'm
not
sorry.
Georgetown. But thank you. I also teach, my company writes and develops training courses. I teach a mobile forensic analysis course and a data structures course there to law enforcement, civilians.
so- That is who's molding today's youth. Wow. Do a Google. So, what do you think's underneath that bonnet?
I'll tell
You
you
guys
one thing.
got-
I bet you she keyed a Tesla on her way in.
You're on the right track there, Fleshy P. You are on the right track. See if you can Google pictures of Jessica Hyde. Hey, prosecution. I can see the meeting. Is there any possibility? Okay. I know you've never worn a bonnet ever, but I don't want our jury getting. They're already going to get the wrong idea with what you're going to say and how you're going to speak. Let's not let them read this or judge this book by its cover. Oh, no. That's not the picture I saw. Closer? Where's it at? Maybe bonnets are a thing. So when she was testifying today, you could see they were cornrows and dreads.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
And the one picture I saw, they were like green and purple dreads.
There's another Jessica Hyde out there.
I'll find the picture. Maybe that'll be our thumbnail. She's very interesting. Could you imagine going to class and having that lady be your teacher? Jesus.
The whole eyes thing gets me.
Yeah, how she was blinking. And okay, now I want you to really make sure to look at the jury. That's the first trial she was at. That's maybe where bonnets became her thing. That's not the most flattering picture. I think.
No, that's a terrible angle.
So today, this week, I mean, it's got it all. Rust Factor. You guys should. I guarantee Desi's been down in on it. And
She probably knows. Yeah, you're probably right.
She, if you look up her sister, or not her sister, but Jessica McCabe, I think is this lady's name, and you want to talk about a. So this lady's like married to cops and is in everybody's business, and she's kind of the one they think is doing all the covering up. She's got all types of stuff that's going through her situation, and they had all sorts of not voicemails, but text messages and group chats that she was having with all of her cop husband and his cop buddies, talking about. Okay, this is what you need to say. This is what, if they come, they're here. Oh, she's really telling everything. She needs to shut up, you know. But also, the jury, yesterday or today, yesterday, I think, heard a whole bunch of voicemails that Karen sent to her boyfriend in the early hours of when, like, right after he died. She called him 50 times.
50 times.
Left 8 voicemails. And thought that basically she thought that he was cheating on her.
Oh.
And he was with her kids. She was with his kids. Then, as the, probably about 30, call 30, she left maybe 8 or 9 voicemails. Voicemail 7, voicemail 8. She was really pissed in the first 6. And then 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8, she was really concerned. Like, hey, bud, you're normally up by now. I hate you. Why have you not answered the phone? What's going on? But it's the prosecution's trying to say it's a real volatile relationship, which it may or may not have been. But a lot of people have had relationships like that where the girl's like thinks you're cheating on her or whatever. And see, I think that she did not know. She wouldn't have called him 50 times and kind of changed her tune if she killed him.
I don't think so either, because that sounds pretty normal to me. The guy's out trying to have a good time, and his old lady's fucking phoning and phoning and phoning.
Yeah.
If she did it, she would have only phoned once.
Right.
And she would have sounded nice on it. Oh, hey, sweetie, just want to make sure you're having a good time, blah, 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 blah.
Right. Okay, now I really need to write something. ChatGPT, write a voicemail that I can leave for a guy I just killed. Honey, I really, really love you. You were so nice to me today. See you soon.
I was just thinking about all the fun trips we have lined up. I really hope you're having a wonderful night.
But these were like, I hate you. I effing hate you. You're a cheater. You're a pervert. All sorts of stuff for like the majority of them. And then the last 3 at like 6 in the morning, she's like, okay, now I'm starting to, what's going on? Where are you at? Why haven't you answered your phone? And then she Googled, what did she Google? How long can you stay alive, or when does hypothermia set in or something? So in my eyes, I think that she thought he might have been trapped outside or something, or was outside somewhere, and she knew the snow was coming in, or his car was broken down. I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet.
Considering the circumstances of the case, that could really look bad.
Yeah. And that's what dreadlock bonnet lady's trying to say. She's the
I thought we was gonna have some audio, and it's just terrible audio. Because
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
bad.
microphone in the courtroom, and they're playing it over a speaker.
I don't understand why Boston is so behind or wherever they're at. I think
Oh
they're
yeah, you
somewhere in
watch other
Massachusetts.
trials on that law network thing on YouTube, and like they got the whole audio jacked in and everything. Like you can hear
Yeah.
all the evidence they're playing.
The way these people basically stream it is like over like a Google Meets or something, because it has you log in, or a Zoom because it said log in.
wow.
You're going to be muted. So that's how the TV cameras get their audio.
And Boston's one of them places where they really don't like change.
Yeah, I
Blah.
can see that.
It's really hard to sit and listen to somebody that's from Boston.
That's why you
one
don't like
accent-
watching them Marky Mark movies.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna park my car over by the barn. We're gonna go in here and oh, what? I forgot my card.
Got my card.
I forgot my card in my car. It's parked over there in the garage. I don't know. Russ Factor, are you sad that the ACMs, the American Country Music Awards, snubbed Beyonce?
Ooh, that's risky. That's risky business.
Yeah.
And she
What
made
happens to-
she made that country album for him and everything.
Yeah.
And
do
we
you
know
think?
what happens to people who don't pay their respects. And you know Kanye wasn't there to save whoever did that.
Oh, God. In other music news, one of Russ Factor's most exciting, most beloved musicians, Andre 3000, surprised us, Russ Factor.
Yeah.
Surprise release 7 piano sketches showing his experimental side yet again. Did he not release one of those maybe a year ago where it was just
he played
the
like
wackiest shit?
he played like the flute or something, the clarinet.
Where it was just the wackiest shit ever for
Yeah.
an hour.
And he just went to the Met Gala with a piano strapped to his back
Yeah, it seems normal.
and a trash bag.
Kind of looks like Jaden Smith wearing that house on his head.
I remember that.
I do remember that too. That was pretty good. And then somebody tried to send me on a on Twitter, tagged me, and asked me to rank my top NXS albums. You a
Top
fan of
NXS albums, huh?
I only thought they had like 3.
Yeah, I'm not a huge NXS
Yeah.
fan.
What is it? Their big one is the only one I really know of. Wasn't it called Kick?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only one I know of.
that's got to be number 1.
They have 12 studio albums, by the way.
I know.
Wow.
I've only heard of like 3 of them. I've heard of one. I've heard of X. Because that was in like the 90s, early 90s. And then I heard of Welcome to Wherever You Are. That was like 93-ish. Because the only reason I knew that is because they took this little drummer kid. U2 and NXS had a very similar album cover that exact same time. Beautiful Girl was on that album too. That one, right? Meow. So U2 had like a B-side album that had those kids wearing those same drummer boy outfits.
Whatever happened to them years ago? Remember they had that TV show. I think Dave Navarro hosted it, where they were finding these bands a singer. And
Yeah, well,
NXS found a singer. They put out a song
yeah.
or an album, and then they just disappeared.
I remember that.
It was actually a pretty good song, the one they released. I thought it was good.
Well, Michael Hutchins offed himself while Jay Owen, right, Russ Factor?
Yes.
It's kind of hard to say pineapple when you're by yourself.
At least he died doing what he loved.
Yeah, that old Michael Hutchins, he sure died doing what he loved. Sir, he was jacking off. Right.
Exactly.
Thank you. Well, he died doing what he loved. So did Chris Cornell, right? Isn't that what happened to him? Or no, not Chris Cornell. Yeah, I think Chris Cornell kind of did that too. And then that guy that was in all those ninja movies. What's his name?
Oh, right. David Carradine.
David Carradine. Yeah, he died what he loved doing. Doing what he loved.
Doing what he loved. I'm going to ask Grok a question. Give me a second here.
Or there's a new way to ask Grok a question. Dear Grok, did Michael Hutchins die doing what he loved? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, David Carradine.
Yeah.
Michael Hutchins. That's about all we got right now. Other names like Robin Williams, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington have been mentioned in fringe sources and blogs doing the same thing, but nothing. Thanks,
confirmed.
Grok.
Thanks, Grok. Greatly appreciated, Grok. Grok's good. See, it's good for something.
Yeah, it's real good for something.
Yeah, I thought Chris Cornell's was accidental. I think they found a lot of antidepressant and benzodiazepines and all that.
And I don't think
All the good stuff.
Chester offed himself because why would you call an Uber and then go do it?
Maybe he wanted somebody to find him.
I mean, the Uber driver's just going to leave if you don't come out.
And then complain he didn't get a tip.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy better be dead if he doesn't show up. Also, in other news, Russ Factor, I wanted Duzzy here for the papal conclave begins to elect a new pope.
Oh yeah. Well, how we doing on our odds with that?
Following the death of Pope Francois on April 21st, 100 cardinals have gathered in the Vatican to elect a new pope. Of the 133 eligible cardinals under the age of 80, 108 were appointed by Francois. Speculation and frontrunners include Louis Taguil, Petro Parrin, Robert Serra, and Jean-Marc Eveline. Matty McCraven's put a bet in. He shared it with me today. Let me see what Matty McCraven's went with. Stand by. I'm going to get that for you. He went with Pope Louis Antonio Taguil at plus 130. Which one's he, Russ Factor? Second on the left, top row.
This guy in the second top row from the. I think that was because he was the one I think that was doing good on the odds last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
when that black smoke.
That guy on the far right wouldn't be doing the Catholic Church any favors beating the allegations.
Right. And that bottom guy looks like he beats something, and I'm not sure if they're allegations. He died doing what he loved. I like that. That was a good one, Russ Factor.
Yeah.
In Swiftie news, you a big Swiftie, Russ Factor?
No.
She got booed. She got booed in Italy.
They don't. The Italians not a big fan of.
Well,
the T Swift.
Swifties are saying it wasn't because anything Taylor Swift did. Fans were booing the security because they kept blocking her and blocking views.
Oh, so they were just booing at the security guards doing their jobs. Got it.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing I don't want to do or continue to do, it's probably a better way of saying it. One thing I want to continue to do is continue to make Team Swiftie happy. You do not want those Swifties after you, Russ Factor.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of them, but
yeah,
I don't know. I just don't see the hype.
It could. Pardon?
I don't see the hype
of
Taylor Swift
not loving her. Russ Factor's statements are not necessarily those of the host and Fleshy P co-host. Swiftie fans.
People that watch this on the replay on YouTube, they're gonna notice a huge cut in the program.
Hi, I'm Russ Factor, and I would like to apologize to all of my Swiftie fans.
That'll be how next week's episode starts. It's just
that's how we should start
a solo
next week.
apology.
Hi.
We'll cut from the intro screen and hi, I'm Russ Factor, and I'd like to apologize for some comments I made last week on this show.
Hi, I'm Russ Factor. I would like to apologize. Never apologize, Russ Factor. You told me that a long time ago. Never apologize. Jake Paul's next fight is announced.
Who's old Jake Paul fighting now?
TMZ is reporting that talks between Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather are getting real. Could that be the wildest fight that he's had so far? Or the biggest cash grab?
You don't think the
didn't his brother fight Floyd Mayweather? Logan?
Logan? I don't know. Let me look. Feels like Logan did. Logan was fighting off all those people.
2021.
In Japan.
2021.
Yeah.
Who won that? Mayweather?
There was no official judges or points awarded. Yeah, it was an exhibition, so Who won that fight? I remember that being one of the controversial ones that pissed people off. Who won? Let's see. Floyd Mayweather won. Yeah, he was just declared winner, but like nobody got knocked out. Yeah.
Do you want the funniest story of the week, Russ Factor? And when this came through the news wires, I immediately, without question, thought of Russ Factor. Let me see here. Here we go. I'll put it in our Discord. The Discord.
All right.
I haven't watched this, so I mean, finger on the button.
The last era where people could actually take a joke. So things like this do not offend me. As a matter of fact, half the time they crack me up, and the other half I think to myself, damn, I wish I was that creative. Now, the ghetto queen of Congress is back in the headlines, and fortunately, it's not for anything she has said, but instead, it is for one of the funniest reasons I've heard thus far. The story goes as follows. There is currently an investigation taking place in Congress due to the fact that somebody, a mysterious somebody, has been playing the sound of a dead smoke alarm. That little famous chirp. If you know, you know. And they're playing this every single time that the ghetto queen of Congress, a.k.a. Jasmine Crockett, opens up her mouth. That's the story. And it's hilarious.
Let's take a look, bud.
I mean, damn it. If somebody hit
Are we going to take a peek?
I don't think we take a peek. Here we go.
Since we've been sitting here for I don't know how long.
Yes, I've been taking a tally.
Oh, okay. Can you show us? Can you tell us what the tally is?
More than.
Thank you so much for that. Because honestly, if they would continue to say if or Hunter and we were playing a drinking game, I would be drunk by now. Because I promise you, they have not talked about the subject of this, which would be the president. But let me tell you something that was so disturbing as I walked in to this chamber today.
I mean, everybody's saying nobody was doing it, and it actually was a smoke alarm going off.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. Immediately thought of you, Russ Factor. That's one of Russ Factor's troll moves when we're playing some Call of Duty. And then, hey, bud, change your smoke alarm. What are you talking about? There's legit nothing more lazy than changing the smoke alarm. Beep. Chirp. Do you have smoke alarms in Canada, Fleshy?
Do you have smoke alarms in Canada?
Oh, we sure do. I always take the batteries out.
Why not? Because why not? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
You know what I haven't heard anything about lately? The Diddy trial. What's going on?
Yeah,
with that?
I was thinking about that just the other day. Laying awake at night, going, man, it sure is interesting that all this is really kind of fallen out of the topic of discussion.
It has.
Oh, they're doing jury selection now, I think.
I figured he would have been dead by now.
It's a federal trial. Yeah, so we won't see or hear any of it from the courtroom. We'll have to get, that stuff. The only reason I was thinking about that is because there was this ex-porn star that a guy that claimed that Diddy made him sign a $5 million NDA for an exchange for $5 million. This guy went and tried to do some things to Trump at the Doral golf course before getting into it with the cops.
Oof.
He said he had been kept as a sex slave by Puffy Combs. He would basically, he said that he would be with Puffy's girlfriend, and Puffy would tell him what to do. little cuck chair there.
Now look back at me, all angry like. Blow me a kiss.
What's wrong with Puffy? Why's he got his hat? That is in the hospital?
I don't know. I just pulled up a picture.
Puffy Combs. Puffy Combs.
Puffy Combs.
Who was his girlfriend? Cassie? Is that her name?
I think so.
Cassie. Is that the girl he drugged by her hair through that hotel room?
Yeah.
That he suppressed the video from that for so long?
People are saying his eyes are getting closer together in prison. I think they might be onto something.
Well, I think that's why he always wore glasses, right?
I think so.
Wasn't that something that, because Biggie Smalls had some, he had a wonky eye, so he had walleye vision, so one would go that way and one would go that way, and the Puffy'd always make fun of him, and then Biggie Smalls would go, well, at least mine aren't so close together.
Yeah.
So it gave him some sort of complex, and so Puffy started just wearing glasses.
Yeah.
Can't wear glasses for your mugshot.
No.
No.
You cannot.
You can't. Russ Factor, we are going to bleed two shows together here. Rumor has it, I'm sure you're going to talk about it, that if you haven't already, that GTA 6 has a date. Mm-hmm. Go on. When is it?
Well, here's the thing: is it got delayed. It got delayed. It was originally supposed to come out at the end of the year, around holiday time. But yes, they have announced now that the game is slated for May of 2026. They showed a new trailer for it that we're going to be taking a look at Friday night on the Russ Factor show. And a lot of people, we'll talk more about this, are projecting that we might hear about another delay around January.
Why is it that it's taken so long for this game to come out?
13 years.
I was going to say kids born when GTA 5 came out are going to be 14 or 15 years old, right? 14?
Yeah, they look at like the PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox got 3 GTA games, and GTA 5 got 3 consoles.
Why do you think
GTA
it's
5
taken
came
that
out on the
long?
PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360.
Okay.
Because when GTA Online started coming out, I don't know if you know this, but GTA Online, wildly popular. The game prints money for Rockstar. Absolutely prints money for them. So there was no reason to make a new game. They were able to have the online aspect of GTA, which is just wildly popular, all the way from the main game to people who have like RP role-playing servers and stuff like that. So there was just no reason to release a new game, and they just continued to print money for over a decade with GTA Online.
But don't you think they'd have something just like in the pipeline sort of ready to go once? Or what? So it's weird, though, that those folks are still playing that game. Like
I just honestly don't think anything about GTA 6 is going to be like, wow, that was worth the 13-year wait.
There's no possibility. Maybe GTA 7 or whatever will be cool, but there's no possible way that GTA 6 can even come close to a 13-year expectation.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's gonna look really nice. But we've talked about a lot on my show just how kind of video game development as a whole has kind of gotten a little bit lazy. We really haven't had any graphical technical bumps in the last gen of gaming consoles. The more what you get now is like for your console gamers, just these consoles that have more power, so you can have higher resolution textures, and the performance is better. You get more frames per second. Like sometimes you get 60 instead of a locked 30 FPS. But
I was
graphically,
watching you. I was watching you guys break that down, and it just didn't really make too big of a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell. It's not like regular standard TV to HD TV. When the first time I ever saw an HD TV, I was like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Like, you even look at, like, going back to the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2. You go from there to, like, the end of the Xbox 360 PS3 library, and, wow, it's like night and day. Like, we came a long ways. And then PS4 and Xbox One, we got the kind of the last push of the high resolution textures. Now what we have is them trying to fucking cram ray tracing into games, which just kills performance of these games. So some games don't allow for that, but you'd have better lighting and higher resolution, 4K textures that are downscaled. But at the end of the day, it's like there's nothing crazy.
What's ray tracing? Is that where the graphics tries to stimulate how like outdoors looks, like sunlight
To a
or
degree,
something like that?
yeah. The lighting is supposed to be basically kind of natural traced how lighting should work. And in consoles and even on PC, and when they first announced it, it was supposed to be this massive lighting thing. But what really ended up being how a lot of developers utilize it is reflections. More than anything, like reflections in a mirror, reflections in a puddle, or reflections on a building window, is how you see the ray traced reflections being more of kind of what's easier to show off than all this ray trace. They've implemented different versions, like they have stuff called like path ray tracing now. Super heavy. You got to have a really good computer to be turning on path ray tracing with your game looking good.
Do you know who could have really used ray tracing?
Who?
When they faked the moon landing.
Yeah,
they could have really used those reflections and used that light technique, especially those where those shadows go one way and on a rock, and then the shadow goes another way on another rock. They could have really used that ray tracing.
Yeah, here we go.
They really messed that up.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is an NVIDIA recreation of the moon landing with ray tracing and high resolution textures.
Right.
There you go.
See,
Look at that shadow.
That's how it really should have looked. But the actual footage doesn't really look like that.
No. Yeah,
So-
but we'll be talking more about Grand Theft Auto and watching the trailer. Danny Hyphen decided not to watch it yet, so he'll be watching it fresh. He knows all about it. He's seen screenshots, but we'll be breaking that bad boy down for you Friday. Twitch.tv/RustFactor Show, YouTube. Yeah.
I want to play a game with you. Since we were talking about ray tracing, I'm not familiar with ray tracing. Who are some famous rays that you do know?
Ray.
Don't Google.
I'm not Googling. Ray.
Oh, I thought you were.
Ray Stevens. Remember him? He made comedy records.
No, but I'll trust you. What about Ray Charles?
Ray Charles. That's who I was going to go with first, but Ray Stevens also came to mind at the same time. Ray Romano.
Okay, I was going to say you're already out. Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. Yeah. Ray. Is his middle name, but what about Billy Ray Cyrus?
You're close. I was going to go Ray J. Fleshy P.
Ray J.
And then one that I always forget because you call him Sugar Ray, but he's Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Leonard, boxer.
Yeah. Who else is a famous Ray?
Raymond Burr.
Yeah.
Perry Mason, actor. Who, coincidentally, or not coincidentally, he was gay. Gay Ray.
Gay Ray.
What?
What if that's what they called him?
Maybe.
Raymond Burr was gay?
I think so, wasn't he? I think he was. Or am I making that up? Google that. Rust Factor. Get your gaydar out. Rust Factor and Google. Was Raymond Burr gay?
What was his name? Ray Wise.
Ooh, Ray Kroc from McDonald's.
Yes, Raymond Burr was gay. He
See?
maintained a heterosexual persona throughout his career.
Ray Lewis, the linebacker that killed somebody in the back of a limo. They got away with it. What's that one girl's name? Wasn't her? She's 3 words. It's like
I was going to bring her up. I was going to say there is a female actress named Ray Dawn Chung.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in Commando.
I'd like to see her in Commando.
I don't know about now, but funny fact, her dad is also Tommy Chung.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. What was the guy that sang Ghostbusters? Wasn't he a Ray? Ray Parker Jr.
Ray Parker Jr. There you go. I feel like we're running out of the Rays.
No. I might be. He said, oh my God, the guy we were talking about the other day on Family Feud, Ray Combs.
Ray Combs, yeah.
That might be out now. I don't have any more. I'm out.
I used to work with this girl back at Wendy's when I was like 15, and her brother's name was Ray Ray.
That's what Fleshy said. Oh, Raymond Floyd, a famous golfer. He was an old-time senior tour golfer. That's all I'm out. But Ray's not Raymond.
Hey.
Unless you're Ray.
Unless you're Ray. Hey, what's going on, Fleshy P?
Where's Dizzy tonight, Fleshy P? She all right?
She's good. She's good. She had to take care of some business, a little girls' meeting.
A little girls' meeting. Mm-hmm.
The He-Man Woman Haters Club, or the opposite of that, whatever that is, the He-Woman Man Haters Club. What do you think?
He-Man Woman? No, yeah.
What goes on at one of these things? What?
I think they just get together and
wash dishes,
practice making sandwiches.
I gotta say that when she walks through the door. You learn how to make a proper sandwich yet?
Did you figure it out, lady?
Save the dishes for you.
It's your little woman's club.
I can't remember where I was at, but there was a joke that a guy said his dishwasher was broke, and
that was me.
Was it you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I told you this, but I said that, and I think my buddy Adam said, "Don't you have 2?" In reference to,
were we playing?
To my wife and Danny Hyphen's wife.
No, I think it was. Were we playing Call of Duty, and Cody Burton goes, "We'll tell her to get back to work" or something?
We might have been.
I think that was. I can't remember where. Maybe they're learning that too. God, we're so nice to women. No wonder. I did see a little something where she had to go do some things, and you had to take over her booth. Fleshy P, how'd that go for you? Did you sell some stuff?
No, I never do. People see me behind her booth, and they just keep walking.
That's why you gotta like lock eyes with them and just.
Oh no, that's the way I make it.
Okay.
I give them the old stare down.
Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Oh, well, yeah. Can I help you? All right. Anything else, Russ Factor? You're going to be talking about GTA and all the things this weekend on the Russ Factor show. If you're not following Russ Factor on his YouTube, please do so. He is gaining some traction over there, Russ Factor.
Blowing up. The numbers don't even make sense. I look at them and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, getting some people to watch your stuff. So keep that up over there. He goes live every Friday. Last show, you were 5 hours long, Russ Factor.
Oh, we got drunk, too.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah,
so
did.
go over there and check that out on Russ Factor show, his program.
Yep.
First about hour is news and comment with he and Danny Hyphen.
Yeah.
Then the second 3 or 4 hours, depending, games
Yep.
that they play.
We try to play.
Sounds like Russ might want to go back and look at that one over again too. You don't remember what you said?
Oh, I texted Slotmaster at one point about something.
He did. I always know it's a good Rust Factor show if I fall asleep, because what I'll do is I'll watch it normally when I'm going to bed, unless it's like they play a lot of old school games. Like Danny Hyphen, his co-host, is into some weird shit game-wise. But he knows every game that you could possibly ever even think about thinking about. Danny Hyphen knows it. It's odd.
Yep.
And then Rust Factor will say something and go, oh, no. This is what you have to do. You have to go up this way, and then you have to go left, go upstairs, jump twice, and then that's where that sword will be.
Yep.
And Russ is like, holy shit. And I'm always impressed by that. But then he gets into some weird deep dives. But I always have it on there and falling asleep, too. And that last one was 5 hours, I think.
That was a new game,
You were playing
too.
Call of Duty.
Oh, we played Call of Duty at the end, and we also started with another new game. It was a turn-based RPG game.
Boomerang?
Expedition 33 is what it was
Okay.
called. And it's where you fight, but you get to attack or do something, and then the enemy attacks. Like you take turns.
I was going to go back and rewatch, and I'll probably do it. You had to talk about what's his name joining Call of Duty, the weed guy that Seth Rogen.
I think we talked
about
that during news. We talked
Gameplay?
about Call of Duty Reloaded. We talked about Call of Duty Reloaded.
So
and Call
weird.
of Duty it's such and it was funny is the big joke is they have a lot. I don't know if since you've gotten back on COD, I don't know if you've popped over to that store tab and seen everything from robots to Ninja Turtles to big old shark heads.
Seth Rogen.
They came out with a statement where they said, hey, we're aware the community's kind of, giving us a little flack here about some of our oofy-goofy collaborations. We're going to be more mindful of that. And then immediately they're like, Jay and Silent Bob coming. And Seth Rogen. And everyone's like, okay, Activision. And everything's weed themed now.
I just got a text message that I forgot a Ray.
Oh, who'd you forget?
Ray Finkel.
Ray Finkel.
Ray Finkel. How could you forget Ray Finkel?
How could I forget Ray Finkel? Son of a bitch. It was from Poppy. He just texted me, Ray Finkel. All right, Fleshy P, what you got going on this weekend? You got Einhorn is Finkel, and Finkel is Einhorn. What do you got going on, Fleshy
Einhorn
P?
is a man. Not a heck of a lot. My usual. Got some worky poo to accomplish for the rest of the week, and then weekend is the whatever I make of it, I suppose.
Nice.
Weekend's here. Let's all have a beer.
Mine's empty.
Yeah, it's nourishment. We don't have. It's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Busy weekend.
Oh,
this
right,
weekend.
I forgot that.
Yeah, you may not want to forget that. Maybe that's what they're talking about. If my old man doesn't get me a good Mother's Day present, he's out of here.
Out of here. I'm
He's
gonna
gone.
I'm gonna back over him with the car.
I'm going to back over with the car and then frame him. God.
Make it look like his buddies did it.
Yeah, so be happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there.
Yep.
Mama. Russ Factory, I got one last quick question. Does Sarah claim she's a mom since you guys have cats?
Mm-mm.
Okay, she's not one of those.
Mm-mm.
Don't be that person.
No. No.
Yeah, don't be those people.
We're not those people.
Fleshy, do you have any kids?
I have 2 stepchildren through old Desi.
Any
And
of your
I
own?
do have one biological of my own. Yes, he's 27.
Where's he live?
He lives in Grand Prairie, northern Alberta.
Well, please give Dizzy, Girl Gnomes, a happy Mother's Day from the old Slot Master and Russ. And once June rolls around, I'm going to give you an old happy Father's Day treatment, okay? Fleshy P?
What does that mean?
All right. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just going to wish him happy Father's Day. I don't know what the special treatment is.
Give you the treatment.
See, I learned something brand new about you every show we do, and I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, I was a young dad. I was a young dad of 19.
Oh.
Where's
20.
where's mommy?
Oh, mommy.
So you're not going to be sending her any Mother's Day cards?
No, probably not.
No.
Okay.
No. No. That wasn't a very nice separation.
Oh. On the next show, we talk about fleshy pea separation. Stick around, folks. Now,
It's going to be a long show.
why did you call her a bitch? Fleshy pea, why did you call her a bitch? Why did you continually ask for a sandwich? All right. Well, thank you so much, Fleshy P. Please give Dizzy our best and the old hello, the old high sign from the Slot Master and Rust Factor. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Yeah, I guess you cat moms can claim Happy Mother's Day. I probably offended Socks. She doesn't listen either, so I think we're good. All right. Until next week, I bid you farewell. Good day to you, to yours. Make sure to sub to All Things Slot Master, sub to Flushy P, P Diddle, and sub to Russ Factor Show on Twitch
That's
and
right.
YouTube. And thank you so much for listening and download the podcast wherever you listen to them. And we will see you next week.
Good night.